everybody. It is B and Chick of the Adult Baby Show, Game of Thrones edition. This is the Season 8, Episode 5, the Bells episode.
Ding dong, baby.
Ding dong. Who is it?
Yeah.
What'd you think, B?
This was the first one I actually really enjoyed.
The first one you really enjoyed this season.
Yes. I've been following. I told you, I haven't loved every episode.
No, I know.
And again, it's a lot is blamed on me because I can't follow with the damn script, I can't follow it.
Well, I like how you had to wait for it to get sober today and watch it.
First of all, no. Yesterday was Mother's Day.
I know, I got it.
Okay.
But I watched it with my mom.
And I love how you put it on me. You were in a food coma or whatever you do by your... Like, you didn't want to record last night.
I didn't want to record, but I was ready to and willing and able to.
The problem is
Who reached out to who to see if we were still doing it?
You reached out to me.
Okay.
And I got right back to you.
You did? Oh, did you?
Yes.
I sent you a text at about 3 in the afternoon. Then I called you about 7. And
you didn't send
call
me a text at 3 in the afternoon.
You could look at your phone.
You are in a mood
and then
just to fight
you
tonight.
Called me back at about 8 o'clock to tell me that you were drunk and not ready to do it tonight.
It was Mother's Day. I went out.
And that's fine.
I had a steak dinner and we had wine.
Well, happy Mother's Day, actually.
Yeah, happy
to all
Mother's
the mothers
Day.
out there who listen
to the mother
us,
of dragons.
To the mother of
slayed.
dragons who slayed innocent people after
Lucy.
innocent people last night. But while B is looking for our text, let's
Yeah.
get into a little bit. I thought the show was great last night. We had a lot of deaths. It was one of my favorite episodes of all time.
PM.
That's when I texted you?
Yeah.
All right, so the
We
text
good for
and
tonight.
call were at like
So
7.
you texted me while I was out there. It doesn't matter. All right, let's move on.
We will move on. But a lot of deaths last night. Let's see. Who was it? Jaime Lannister died. Cersei Lannister died.
Do we know that for sure?
Yes, they are dead. I watched the after show. They're dead.
Okay.
Euron Greyjoy died. Varys died.
Yeah.
And the Hound and the Mountain died. That
Yeah.
was, I believe, 6 people I just named that died last night.
Do you think the Mountain is dead? Seems like he couldn't die. I
think that fall into the pit of fire that they basically fell in was pretty much they were dead.
But
very symbolic.
A knife through the middle of his eyes into his brain didn't kill him.
But see, the whole thing is they make you believe like he got put together, so I don't know what was really in there that was keeping him going. It's kind of one of those things where you're talking about a show that has dragons and living dead, so
yeah, you're right.
I mean, I try not to dwell on certain little idiocies. What?
I love how you can name every Game of Thrones character,
and then when I say a simple word, I can't even pronounce
real English. It's a bizarre thing.
Whatever. It was a great episode overall, but let's start. They start the episode, and this is what I love, because they haven't started an episode yet, in my opinion, this season with like a bang until this one.
Right.
Where they show you, and there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people didn't pick up on, but Varys, in the beginning when that little girl comes in, do you realize what that girl was trying to do?
No.
She was trying to poison Khaleesi. Remember she said she wouldn't eat?
Oh.
She said she's not eating, and she said all the people were watching her. He was actually trying to kill Khaleesi via poison.
Khaleesi didn't eat. She looked very gaunt.
Yeah, she looked very
good.
Very downtrodden.
Yeah.
downtrodden.
Downtrodden.
Downtrodden in the beginning of this episode. But, yeah, so Varys, right in the beginning, he's sending a letter. They don't even really tell you who he's sending it to, but he's just getting the word out there that Snow's the rightful heir.
Yeah, who was he sending her to? We don't know.
I don't know. It didn't even tell you who, but it had to be basically, I'm going to say everybody. He was sending it to King's Landing, wherever, just letting people know that she is not the rightful heir. Whoever he was sending
Ned
it to.
Stark did way back when.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep.
See that? I pick up on something.
He was trying to poison her, and that didn't work. And I love how he tried to get Snow on his side, too, in the beginning. And Snow was like, she's my queen. Tyrion told him that she was his queen. And then Tyrion goes in and rats him out.
Yeah.
But she already knew everything.
Yeah, she found out. Because that game of telephone, it doesn't work. Like,
it never pans out.
It always is going to get back.
Yep.
So you can't talk... you can't talk about anybody behind their back without them finding out.
Yeah, so then she finds out, and then they go in, Grey Worm goes and gets Varys, and they fucking burn that motherfucker by the dragon.
Yeah, then it turned into like a Michael Bay film.
How great was that, though?
When
like when she was standing looking at Varys, and then the dragon just gets up behind her and Snow
And-
and
yes.
ready to fucking burn Varys.
Because I didn't know what that there was a dragon. I was like, what is that?
well, they kind of hit it in the dark, and then they
Yeah.
show you
And then
him
they show
really
the
come
teeth.
out. Yeah, the teeth
And
and,
I was
the
like, what is
face.
that?
And
I thought it was a
awesome.
castle.
Oh, it was so
I was
good.
like, what is it, a
I thought
castle?
it was a castle.
Yeah.
She took him out by the water and burned his motherfucking ass. And
yep.
I loved it.
You love that. But what, you didn't like Varys as a character?
No, I thought Varys was great, but she needs to start killing people who betray her.
So you
And he's been out to like, I don't know, he
been
deserved
out,
it.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying he's wrong about her being crazy and that
Right.
Snow should be the whatever, but when you are still the queen and somebody betrays you, you kill that motherfucker.
was that like foreshadowing to show?
Well, they
that-
already said that was going to happen. Melisandre, the red-haired witch, told Varys in a conversation in season 7, that when I come back to King's Landing, I'm going to die, and so are you. Or when I come back to Westeros, we're both dying.
Oh, okay.
So he got the vibe from her. And then when he was talking to Khaleesi in the very beginning, when they first got to Dragonstone, Khaleesi told him that if he ever betrayed her, I will have a dragon burn you to death. And he said, I expect nothing less from the mother of dragons.
Wow,
And
yeah.
he said that I will be always tell you. So basically, they were kind of building that up. And
Okay.
I've been assuming that was going to happen all season. And it was like one of the few things.
But
that-
you didn't make any predictions on the air, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I
and
had a
don't
whole
believe
list
you.
of predictions that I
Doesn't
wrote
matter, I
and
don't
sent to
believe you.
people. But yeah, either way, Varys is dead, and I loved how he got it.
Yeah, you like it. All right. And then after that, what happens after that?
Look at you! I wish people could see your face of dumbfoundness right now.
Because this is how it's very hard.
So
for me
she
to follow.
kills Varys.
Yes, and then they head over to the.
then they head over to King's Landing.
Right.
And now you're getting ready for the big war. But before that, she lets Tyrion know that she kidnapped Jaime.
And she basically tells. All right. Oh yeah. All right. I
Why
want to
she
get
tells
into this.
Tyrion is beyond me.
Tyrion-
but I think she's testing him to see if he's going to go and get him. I think Tyrion's dead this
Tyrion's
week.
dead.
He's dead. Khaleesi knows he let him go, and she's going to kill him.
She goes, "You have one more chance."
Yeah.
And what does he do? He goes
right to
and
Jaime.
he finds some invisible key out of nowhere. First of all, I know you.
I'm not going to lie. I have to rewatch it because I saw him grab the key, but somebody else. It was just a key to get him unlocked. It was unlocking his chains.
Okay, but he goes there, and he's surrounded by guards or whatever they're called.
Well, because Khaleesi, the guys who were guarding him, they kidnapped him and just were holding him on their own. They told Khaleesi, but she never really ordered them to guard him.
Okay.
That's why he says, "Who ordered you?" And it was just another soldier. So he basically says, "Well, they're not as high ranking as me. I'll watch after him."
Well, that's fine. But here's my problem here. There are guards there, and they're like, "No, we're watching him." Tyrion's like, "Well, I am the hand to the queen or whatever
Yeah.
he is," and he goes, "So I outrank you basically."
Yeah.
And they let him through, and now he's got an invisible key. So these people that are guarding them,
They're not guarding him anymore. They walked away. Did
So
you see
they just
that?
leave?
Yeah, they left.
They leave. So
They left his tent. They didn't leave, but they left his tent.
you'd think they'd go back and be like, "Well, we've been guarding this."
He said not to guard it at all anymore. He said, "Well, I'll take care of it." It was stupid. But
I'm sorry, that's stupid.
listen, that's one of the little things. Whatever.
There's a lot of little
I'll
things.
tell
that-
you what I like though. I like the conversation he had with Jamie. It was very touching.
what
They
bothers
had
me
their
about you?
moment.
You hate on everything, but you
I'm not done
can't
hating.
find you can't find anything
Because
to hate on.
I really love this show, and I think they've done a great job. But I'll get you into the things that I
Okay.
don't like.
All right.
There's a couple things in this episode that I wasn't thrilled about, and I'll tell you why. But that was really it. The Jaime Lannister, I would have rathered them. I wanted them to use Jaime Lannister and decapitate him in front of Cersei before they charged. But I wanted them to do to Jaime Lannister what Cersei did to Missandei the week before.
Oh, okay.
Like bring him to the wall.
Yeah, that
and
would've been
basically not even give them the opportunity, just to kill him in front of them and then attack. But I liked what they did anyway. It was still good, but that's what I would have hoped to see happen.
Right, but the storyline is just very convenient all over the place in this episode. Would you agree?
There was one thing that I thought was very convenient.
What was it?
It was the Euron, and we'll slide into that.
Okay.
That was the whole Euron Jaime thing. That was the one part of the episode I did not like.
This was also. I think letting Jaime out was also very convenient. Like,
But
how
I
are we going to
see.
do
Here's
this?
why I tell you why they. I think they let him out because they wanted to have him and Cersei die together.
Okay.
I think that's really
Yeah,
the only
well,
reason.
obviously.
But that's what I'm saying. After you watch it, you're like, why did they get him out? So they could have that moment.
For these long hour and a half episodes, though, it seems like it's just like, all right, let's make this happen. How can we? It's just
But
too
that's how
fast.
they do all shows. How could we get this person here? And they did do something that does it. And it wasn't on his brother let him out after he let his brother out. Like, it's not
Right.
that far fetched that he doesn't want to see his brother get murdered.
Okay.
So like I didn't have a problem with Tyrion. I didn't want him to, but I didn't have a problem with him
Okay.
doing
All
it.
right. All right.
So now they're getting ready for the battle. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm pretty sure. I mean, the only other thing that happened was they show Arya and the Hound riding together into King's Landing.
Yes.
Which was cool, them
That was
teaming
cool.
up.
And
And
she's
I
like,
liked
I'm-
how she said, I'm going to kill the queen.
Yeah.
And they were just like, yeah, all right.
And
they
she's like,
keep
I
on
got to
going.
talk to.
I got to talk to my captain. And she's like, yeah, you
Go ahead.
guys go do
Yeah,
that.
go
And
talk to them.
Go
Huh?
talk to the
Yeah,
captain.
why don't you go talk to them, all right? You tell us how it works out.
Yeah,
And they just-
exactly.
They go passing their horses.
So now this is when shit really starts to pop.
Oh, he popped.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Now, everyone's wondering, how did Euron kill the one dragon and not this one so easily?
Yes.
Because you do something once, you don't do it again. She got caught sleeping. It was a surprise attack. They weren't expecting it. They were sitting there like sitting ducks and got killed, right?
I guess so.
So this time,
Or
she
maybe
takes
they-
a high approach. They can't see her. Those guns can't move that quick. So what
Are
she
they
does
called
is
scorpions?
scorpions
Yeah.
are what they are. Yeah. She comes down. They can't see it. So, like, yeah, and they're not going to kill the final dragon. The whole thing was the dragon torched all those boats, and it very easily could have.
The dragon turns into like a Top Gun situation where it's weaving in and out of
Yeah.
these arrows, and we're like, all right,
But
well,
the dragon showed you that it could do maneuvers, even in the fight against the other dragon in the last episode. You've seen it fly and do all these crazy maneuvers, and
I know, but
they've
it's-
showed arrows hit it and bounce right off. So, like, it wasn't that far-fetched what you saw, what was going on. Plus, if they kill the dragon and Khaleesi, it ends like that, and the show sucks, and people wouldn't be happy with that either.
yeah, I guess.
What I wish would have happened was instead of Euron getting off the boat, I wish he would have just got killed in the fire coming down on him.
All right, so Euron, that was another big, very convenient.
Exactly.
Of all the places in the world,
He shows up
right
where
right.
Jamie is, and then they have this battle.
And it's like they have to.
they have to fight because
have-
they're after the same. Like, I did not like that. That was the only part. That's one of the only parts of the whole show that really bothered me.
In the whole series?
The whole series.
Wow.
It's one of the only things that legitimately, like,
Look at you.
I thought was stupid.
You're
You won't
actually-
hear me say things like that.
I know. I'm
But I thought that
surprised.
this was still my favorite episode, but I thought that was stupid.
Your favorite episode of all time?
I just liked a lot. I don't know about favorite of all time, but it was one. It was up there. I love this week.
I really did too. And it got a lot of flack.
Everything gets flack.
Is it because it's too.
Again,
now.
I think it's because it's too big of a weight. The expectations were just unrealistic.
Yeah.
So it wasn't something that I think could ever live up to the hype. And the writers managed to not go into any of the theories and all that. So I think people are just pissed because they didn't. I don't know.
Okay.
And there are little stupid, like the blunder with the hand in this week's episode. I don't
What
know
was
if
the
you saw
blunder with
that.
the hand?
When Jamie's hugging Cersei at the end of the episode, he's giving her a hug, and you could see his right hand is a normal hand. It's not.
Oh
the
my
hand.
God.
And that to me is that's bigger than the coffee cup.
That's ridiculous.
And I don't understand how that happens. I
These
don't get
guys-
mad at
I'll
things
tell you
like
what.
that, but I don't understand
You know
how
what
that
this is?
happens.
Do you remember the last couple of weeks at school? Where
When you just throw in the towel.
throw in the towel. These guys
It
like
took 2
we're
years
done.
to do it. I don't think that's what it is.
Well, that's what it looks like
I don't
to
know
me.
what it is. I don't know why. But, so she burns down the fleet.
You just make yourself laugh. By
No, because I'm just thinking I just have to get away from it. I don't want to go into the talking
don't-
about stupid stuff
you don't
about
like
the show.
to go on to the problems
This
of
is
the
supposed
show.
to be a recap in our view, so I'm
I've
recapping.
never seen you just. You're like stone-headed with there's no hate coming out of you, and it bothers me.
Because this is a show that I don't think deserves it.
Okay, all right.
I'm not the hateful person everybody thinks.
You are. You run on hate. America
I run
runs
on
on
hate.
Duncan. Tommy runs on hate.
So now she's burning everything, right?
She's burning that
She's burning that fleet.
fleet.
The
Stop
war.
fleet.
That's what they are. It was his Euron Greyjoy's fucking great fleet. You got not Jamie, Jon Snow and Grey Worm ready to take the armies into attack.
Well, first of all, the bell rung. They've rung the bell.
Not yet. We're not where you're not even close to there yet.
Oh.
When they're outside, they're just waiting to attack. They're waiting from a sign from Daenerys that they have to go and attack.
Okay.
She barrels through that fucking wall. How awesome was that when she comes behind the Gold Company?
Yeah.
The Golden Company. She comes behind them and just burns half of them. Fucking Grey Worm leads the charge, and it's just a fucking onslaught of that army. They demolish them.
The Golden Company is
the army that Cersei bought,
and they are useless. They were
Everyone
terrible.
wants to know why they're useless. They didn't have the elephants. They didn't have
elephants,
this,
right?
the elephants.
It all
bro.
comes back to the
They
elephants.
didn't have a lot of the stuff that they thought they were going to have when they bought them.
Yeah.
So that's why that army wasn't the
Ringling
one that beat
Brothers
Rhaegar.
can't go on without elephants.
That's not the army that
guys can't-
defeated Rhaegar or that gave him a run for his money back in the day.
Right.
So like they were half of what they were.
Gotcha. Go on.
They get through. So now is when it gets real. Because Jaime Lannister's army surrenders.
We surrender. Yeah.
And they ring the bells that they were told once they ring the bells, they've surrendered. You don't have to kill any more innocent. Cersei's sitting on, not Cersei, Khaleesi's sitting on that wall.
And she says to herself, you know what?
Fuck 'em.
No.
Yeah. I don't care. I think she was pissed that they surrendered because she wanted to burn them all.
And she saw like,
And everyone also blames her madness for her not sleeping with Jon the night before when they had their little interaction earlier in the episode.
what do you mean?
Well, she was kissing him, and he's not reciprocating that love towards her. He keeps on saying, "You're my queen, and I don't want the throne."
So you're saying
but he's also not knocking them boots.
She burned everything down because she's sexually
People
frustrated?
are saying that she's mad that he doesn't want to bang her, and
Yeah.
she's just like complete. I think it's that on top of a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
and I think this is the family that took her land from her.
I think that's what it comes down
This
to.
is the city that took her family
She's there
away from her.
looking at the city,
Yeah.
and she's like, "This is my city."
Yeah, and now they hate me, and this bitch is over there. Like,
Yeah.
so I think it was just like, you know what? I'll lead from where Dragonstone. I'm burning this motherfucker down.
Now, the other thing I think everybody's like, she just out of nowhere, she blew up.
It wasn't out of nowhere.
It wasn't. It was a gradual, and even somebody as dumb as me with the
Thank
show,
you.
you could
It
see
was
where
gradually
going.
coming.
Yeah,
She's been angry since episode 1 this season, and in all her previous
she
episodes,
gets no respect.
But all of her previous seasons, she doesn't get any respect, and she's always talked off of that more violent approach by her advisors.
Yeah.
Her initial reaction always in the show has always been, I have my dragons, I'm gonna burn them, and it was always someone in her ear saying, you can't do that, you can't do that. And then when she gets to Westeros, I think it just all boiled. And everyone's like, why didn't she just go after the head tower where Cersei was? Because she wanted Cersei to see her burn that fucking city down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, while all this is going on, that's when you start realizing that fucking then Grey Worm takes the arrow and fucking darts it into the soldiers who already surrendered, throws it right into their chest, and then they all start raping and pillaging everybody down there. And Cersei's
All right. So
firing
wait,
them
this
from
is
above.
right after the bells you're talking about.
Right after the bell, Cersei
And there was that
starts.
weird moment.
Cersei starts burning everything. Like once she takes off and starts burning everything.
Cersei did.
Not Cersei. I'm sorry, Khaleesi. There's so many names.
Yeah.
Khaleesi. After she went after Cersei and started burning the city. Grey Worm takes his arrow.
Which one is Grey Worm?
He's the leader of the Unsullied.
Okay. Yes.
Takes his spear and throws it at the soldiers who already surrendered.
Because they're sitting there, they're like,
They're
well,
just sitting there like,
geez,
fuck,
like,
what is she doing?
she's gonna do this, and both sides are sort of like, what
They
do
don't
we
know
do?
what to do.
Like,
Yeah,
we've
exactly.
Never seen this.
We've never seen this. And then they just go after them. And now if you notice, the North soldiers are fighting, the Unsullied are fighting, the Dothraki are fighting.
Yes.
They're raping and
turns
pillaging
into
all
a
the
war
innocent.
crime.
Yeah, it turns into just killing innocent and a war crime. And Snow and Davos were not happy.
Yeah, they're like, wait,
Snow's
what? This
trying
is
to
not...
get them to stop. Then eventually he gets them to back out of there completely.
Snow's like, this is why I don't date women.
He killed somebody of one of the old North guys for raping some woman.
Oh,
like,
God, yep.
It was just nuts, and that's why I don't understand how people hated this episode. It was like typical Game of Thrones, unexpected, and just ruthlessness.
Right.
And she starts burning, and then they also, but then it was just so much going on. They have Arya and the Hound finally get to the actual keep.
Yes.
And now the Hound stops Arya from going.
I love that scene.
I love that too.
was a great
People are like, oh, what? It takes a few words just to stop her? No. She realized she doesn't want to die to kill Cersei, and that the Hound's basically saying she's dead. Like, she realizes that she doesn't need to actually do it. It's going to happen. It's over. And he saves her life, and basically he's like, get the fuck out of here. Save yourself.
Yeah.
I'll go handle my biz. Mm-hmm. And then him and the Mountain have that fucking brutal battle.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
I liked it, but it bothers me when a guy can't be killed.
Well, here's my
like,
thing.
come
If
on,
the
just-
Hound would have killed the Mountain easily, it would have been, how does he kill the Mountain, everybody else. So I like
All right, you're
that
right.
he wasn't able to just kill him.
Why won't you die?
Yeah, and he starts laughing like, I'm stabbing you. There's nothing that can kill you.
Yeah.
And that's when he realizes, I got to just tackle him off this fucking...
He's like, well, bro. And they go into fire.
And they go into fire, which is very symbolic of
yeah.
him throwing the Hound's face into fire. Like, I thought it was well done. They had them fighting on that staircase, and they kept on showing in the background the village, the city on fire, the dragon flying by. Like, it was like a battle in a fucking Mortal Kombat board. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it was just, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was. That was great.
And I was happy the Hound didn't just kill him easily. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy he got his ass kicked, and then they both went. I thought that was very well done.
Yeah, it was.
I thought they nailed that story.
all right. You changed my mind with that. I like
that. I really did think they did that. They did a great justice to that storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, Cersei obviously gets down, and Jaime shows his face after him. And I don't even want to talk about the Jaime Euron fight, because him and Euron's fight was just retarded, where they both ended up on that beach at the same time, and then they had a dumb fight. And then,
well, we don't have to talk about it. You're bringing it up.
No, I'm just gonna just lightly go past it. Jaime does kill Euron. Euron gives him the 2 stabs that are basically death stabs that he manages to walk back to the keep
And then
with.
as Euron's dying, he's like,
I killed
I
Jaime
killed
Lannister.
Jaime
Yeah,
Lannister.
like
Like-
he was just a delusional fucking weirdo.
but that was never like a thing.
Well, he always hated Jaime. He always wanted to kill the
I'm
Kingslayer.
the man that killed
Yeah, he
Jaime.
always wanted to fight him.
All right.
I thought, honestly, when I saw how they ended it, I wish they would have never even approached that storyline. Like, never even made it a thing.
Well, all right. So this is the other thing. It's like they feel like they had some characters left off,
and that's what they're doing. They're ending their story.
they're like, but it's the end of the. So that's what it looks like to me. The end of the day, they're in the writers' room and they're like,
How do we kill Euron?
Geez, we have Euron here. What do we do?
And I think they would have been
let's-
fine killing him in the boat. When he sees her coming down,
Right.
burn him.
Why couldn't
Kill
that
him.
happen?
Exactly. There was...
like we need to have a.
I mean, they're trying to give these characters like a farewell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I
well.
get it. And that's why I'm not hating on it where it's going to make me hate the whole show. I would have rather him die a different way. But, oh well. It didn't happen.
Yeah. All right.
And then they show you, before I get into the Cersei and Jaime death, they show Arya just running around there trying to get out now.
Through all that rubble, the only thing I'm thinking is
They're doing that to show that she's furious with Khaleesi now, because she almost got killed and she's killing all these innocent people. I thought Jon or Arya were their ways of showing why they're gonna want to kill her next episode.
When you saw all that rubble, were you like, somebody better call Selena and Barnes because we have a serious case of mesothelioma on our hands? Because that's what I thought.
You would think that. I don't even know where to go when you say things like this.
That's why I don't follow the show well, because I'm thinking of other things that mean nothing.
But so yeah, that's how I get it back. So yeah,
so yeah.
So Arya, that was a whole thing. She leaves on the white horse at the end. Apparently, that was the.
I mean, all that rubble can't be good for the lungs. That's all I'm saying.
It can't be. She may die in a few years, but she survived
Right
now.
Yeah, she's like, oh god. All right.
I mean, they showed Grey Worm getting his revenge, killing motherfuckers nice with the spear.
yeah.
But then, so now Jaime's with Cersei, and he's trying to get her out of that thing that
And Cersei,
that
when she
Tyrion
sees
told her
Jaime,
about.
she just looks at him like no woman has ever looked at me and you. She just
Never,
looked,
yeah.
She was like, oh,
Like, that's my knight in shining
that's my-
armor.
That's my brother.
I
and my
like this
lover.
because they finally show Cersei being helpless, where she
she was totally
she
And-
always never needed somebody to help her, and
Even-
now she's helpless.
Even down to when the mountain left her side.
Yeah, the mountain just left her side, and it's just like she was on her own.
Yeah.
And she was getting walked down by Jaime and like just babied by that never happened to Cersei. And then she completely loses it before they die.
Yep.
And that's when Jaime brings her in. were the only thing that matters. As now, everyone didn't like this death, and at first, I didn't like it at all. I'm like, I wish somebody would have killed her. But Cersei,
You didn't like the death of her just...
yeah, dying like that. But when I thought about it, this is why at first people get mad and whatever. I didn't like it at first. Like, I'm like, what? That's how she goes? Mm-hmm. Then you think about it. She basically died from Khaleesi burning her fucking city, and the buildings that were falling down because of it fell on top of her.
It might
not
actually
a bad way to die.
No, I disagree. I think that's an awful way to die.
No, that's what but I mean, not a bad way to die for the sake of the show. Like, that was a good death.
Like, if I had to choose to die one way,
give me a sword instead of falling.
A sword.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the basement of my own house where everything's crumbling on me.
I totally
agree. You don't die
right
away. You're like, God, I'm stuck under this. And I
totally agree.
It's not a good way to die.
So I thought that was good. And I like because Cersei never gets what you want her to. That was her thing since the beginning.
What do you mean?
She always wins in the sense that she never gets the she never has like any bad. Nothing bad really happened to her except the one walk, and then she burned the whole sept up from it. Like she always gets off a little clean.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a way of killing her, but you're still not getting the death you want with her.
Gotcha.
So, but after watching it, I was like, all right, that was actually pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, I agree. Now, what about when she's sitting in the red? Is it the Red Tower?
Yeah, the keep.
The Red Keep, and. Didn't you think that the whole thing about the baby was going to have a different? There was going to be something with that.
I think that was why she was so weak at the end, because she just lost it and she wanted to live for the baby. I think that's what that played in.
I felt it was going to.
If it wasn't for the baby, he wouldn't have wanted to come back for her either. Jamie.
Okay, all right, but I
and the baby was why Tyrion believed her. Like, that's what I'm saying. People say these things happen for no reason, but they use that baby for a lot of different aspects.
Now that
you
say that, I
feel like this happens a lot. You bash it, I explain it, you like it.
Okay, don't pat yourself on the back too much, all right?
It's true, though.
Okay. Well, go on. What else?
So, and I mean, I'm trying to think. Those are all the deaths. That's pretty much all the big shit that fucking happened. Now, this week, my predictions going forward.
Okay, I want to hear your predictions.
Arya's going to kill Khaleesi. And the
not
Starks.
Jon Snow. You don't think Jon Snow?
No, Snow's definitely not. It's Arya. She kills her. And I think the new capital will be in Winterfell.
Okay.
That Jon Snow and them are going to take the throne. Not literally, but figuratively take the throne and the capital to Winterfell and run the Seven Kingdoms from the north.
And that's it. And then Game of Thrones ends.
And then it ends, which is sad. We got one more episode.
Yeah.
And I honestly did. There was so many complaints. So back to it. When they were at the end hugging, that's when Jamie didn't have his gold hand on, which is such a big part of his character now. That how does the character not realize that?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was just no reason to forget that.
Yeah, there was no reason.
That was worse than the coffee cup.
Yeah, it was.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
But, so, I mean, and that was my review for this. I can't wait for the last episode. I'm sad that it's coming to an end. Yeah, it's 1.5.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. I'm just going to go on. There's a lot of good shows to watch. TV doesn't stop. It's just another great show that's in the books.
But
I will rewatch it 1 through 8.
You do have another week. Now, I don't know.
They're doing a documentary on it on the 25th or 26th or whatever the date is.
Oh, okay, good.
On how they made the show and stuff.
Now, for anybody that listens to the Adult Babies podcast from the beginning, you might remember our boy Chick. Your biggest thing in life a year ago was you just want to live to see the ending of Game of Thrones.
I knew you were going to bring this up.
And we're 1 week away. Are you nervous?
Am I nervous?
Are you going to make it another week?
I am definitely going to make it another week.
Okay.
Knock on wood. Never say definite. You never guaranteed tomorrow. But no, I just pick another thing to look. I told you guys when I said that. Yeah. I said it was this. Then it was the World Cup that's going to be.
Okay.
It's going to be the World Cup.
You live your life one television show at a time.
One event at a time. Okay. The next thing is that's like 2020 or 24 or something. So we got a few years.
Yeah.
And then there's the Ryder Cups coming to Bethpage that I want to see. I just give myself something else to look forward to.
Tour that's there right now.
The Ryder Cup's better than this. Yeah, but I'm excited that this is here.
Okay.
But this is going on. Thrones is gonna,
Yeah.
combine events.
You can't combine them.
No, but yeah,
Tiger Woods is right down
It's
the
not
block
that
from
I
your
was like
house
I
in
only
Oregon.
expected to live to 35 and after Game of Thrones.
But
I
you-
give myself events that I'm like, all right, now I got to make this.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Listen, however you can sleep at night, that's
Yeah,
I'm happy
so.
for you.
But that's all I got for this
All right,
episode. I hope
well,
I didn't miss anything.
I'm sure we. Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers was in it.
Aaron Rodgers was one of the Lannister army guys.
Yeah.
I think he got
Did you
burned
see
by
him?
him. I saw 2 still shots
Yeah, I
of
just
people
saw the
saying
still
what
shots.
they think it was him. I don't think anybody knows for sure which character was him, but there is a photo of him dressing up in the gear. That he posted saying, I will be in tonight's show. I believe he was a lone soldier running into an alley getting burned to death.
Yes.
I think that was him, and there was another one where people thought it might be him in a line of Lannister
I think that
soldiers.
was definitely him. It looked just like
Yeah,
him.
so that's where Aaron Rodgers was. I love how they always have cameos to
I
kill
know.
people. But this was a great episode. You had a lot of carnage. I mean, she killed thousands of innocent people.
Yeah.
Awfully.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. The ending. The ending.
all right, yeah. Sorry,
Yes.
we completely forgot the ending.
Jesus. The ending with
Arya?
Arya,
On the white horse.
the white horse. What is the white horse? Does it represent something?
I don't think it represents anything other than a way out of there for her. Somebody asked if Bran
Okay, but
controlled the horse and brought it
I don't
there.
believe it's
I don't
Bran.
think it was Bran. I don't buy that. The other thing was it was the white horse of the leader of the Golden Company.
Okay. It just.
I just think it was a horse that happened to survive, just like she's a survivor. She looks at the horse as a survivor.
But like nobody else who survived. Like, and then there was
There's going to be other people who survive,
And
and
then
they're
there
not
was-
going to show you everybody survived.
there was that little girl that was
That
holding.
girl was dead. Her and the mother burned.
And she was holding the horse. She had a
Maybe
horse
that was
figure.
her horse.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
honestly, I have to rewatch.
I also heard another thing that it could be.
The Night King.
No, not the Night King. No, the who's Mountain's brother? Gregor's
Hound?
The Hound. I heard it could be the Hound looking out for Arya after death.
No. I mean, I guess it could be. I mean, that stuff is who gives a fuck.
It doesn't.
It was the
probably
horse
won't-
that got her the fuck out of King's Landing. That's the representative. You know what I mean? Like, that was the horse that just got her the fuck out
All
of
right,
there.
it was just very odd how that all just happened.
No,
right?
I agree. I totally
You don't-
agree.
You just think that. I feel like if they don't. If that's just nothing, it's just a white horse just appears.
I listen.
Like they
I
have-
mean, I'll watch it again and see if I
Stop
read up.
watching it. Just
I'm
be
gonna
a
watch it
person.
again.
How many times can you watch it?
I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh God.
There's nothing else on. I've been watching that and Wu-Tang. Like,
Live life,
been
man.
watching them
Go
both.
outside.
I am living my life. I love my life.
All right.
A little bit.
Well, I a little bit. I enjoyed that episode very much.
I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. If you listen this far,
Yes. Did you guys listen this far? Answer us. I had fun.
I had fun as always.
All right, buddy.
It's good to see you,
Good
B.
to see you too.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Game of Thrones, episode 6, season finale next week.
Yes.
Be there, be square. We out.
All right.
Peace.